This is 46-year-old Clifford Burns, who 51 minutes prior to this moment drove up to his estranged wife's house in Warren County. Once he got there, he forced his way inside and attacked both his wife and his stepdaughter with a 17-inch tactical hunting knife. 22-year-old Megan Jenkins suffered serious injuries to her left arm, but managed to survive. 42-year-old Patricia Burns wasn't so lucky.
Too loud?
She was stabbed 5 times in the torso and pronounced dead the moment she arrived at the hospital.
Oh my God,
7 minutes
so
later,
sad.
Clifford Burns showed up at the Warren County Police Station to hand himself in.
Oh, so he turned himself in.
Clifford, you gotta bear with me. I don't have my glasses on, alright?
I know my rights and everything.
Hungry
You don't have to
Rowley
even read
donated
it. Just give me my charges.
$5.
I'm pleading
Hey
not guilty,
Pokey,
and I want to
one
be
of my
fucking
pals has
You
been
wanna read
tweeting
your
you
name?
high on Twitter for a year or so now.
I'll sign your name right
It would
here.
make his day if you could say hi to him. His name is
This
Day.
broad can do this on Christmas.
Hi,
Fuck me in the ass like this.
Donnie.
When's my last straw? I'd rather live in prison.
Over the next 5 hours, 13 minutes, and 42 seconds, Clifford Burns will achieve something quite remarkable, which is the fact he somehow
I'll turn
manages
off
to employ
alerts.
every single ego defense mechanism known in psychodynamic literature. He will essentially blame everyone
my
and
God.
everything on his current situation, apart from himself, and in the process, shut down critical parts of his own defense that he will later attempt to use in court.
Do you need a pillow?
No. You?
No.
Hey, so,
Oh, should it be comfy?
Oh. I'm very comfortable.
Aw, I know you're saying
You know
that
when a
just to be
woman
nice.
snaps you and keeps your kids away from you? What it does to a man? That you work and pay for your kids your whole fucking life?
Cliff had 2 daughters with the woman he just murdered, a 15 and 16-year-old.
Barking
One was out
live.
shopping during the attack, while the other witnessed the attack and called 911. Cliff will bring them up a lot to say how much he loves them, but it's important to note they were both absolutely terrified of him. He was abusive to everyone in his family, and his biological
That's so
daughters were no
sad.
exception. They hadn't seen him in over a year up to this date, and essentially wanted nothing to do with him.
Then the Backus brothers rigged the charges when the fucking guy goes over and shoots my old lady's house up and beats the fuck out of her, and he gets misdemeanors, you cocksuckers. Fuck you, motherfucker.
He was talking about his kids 12 seconds ago, and now out of absolutely nowhere,
a
he's
lot
going
of
off on
swear
whoever the
words.
Backus brothers are. So here's the context. Patricia was married to Cliff for 15 years. She left him in 2010 after suffering
She said
nonstop
later.
domestic abuse. 2 months later, she started dating a firefighter named Ted
for
Backus. The two
her.
fell in love, but argued a lot.
Aw.
And one of the arguments led to Ted firing 1 round from his gun into the ceiling of Patricia's bedroom. Patricia then tried forcing him out of the house, at which point Ted
Yo,
pushed her into the
Patricia's got
kitchen
bad luck
counter
with
and
men.
then onto the floor, causing her to hit the back of her head. Ted then left, and Patricia went to the emergency room where she was treated for bruising to the head and lower back. She reported the incident, and Ted pleaded guilty in exchange for 6 misdemeanors, which caused some controversy, as many thought the charges were too lenient, and there was speculation that he was given special treatment because he had 2 brothers in the local police force at the time. It's quite the story, and Cliff
like that's
will cling on to
likely.
this story for
If
dear
you're
life.
that
He will claim it's the reason he explodes into these
well-connected.
uncontrollable rages at the mere thought of Ted Backus. Yet as this video plays out, you'll start noticing the true source of the animosity, which as many of you will have already guessed, is jealousy. He will give himself away on this element multiple times without realizing. He'll also initiate this item of subject matter in the most random and creative ways that at times will make what he's talking about virtually incomprehensible. So we've had to create this notification for the more disorienting moments he brings it up.
You know what happened up there. All misdemeanors, 9 of them, when he shot the house up with an unregistered handgun. Do you know who Teddy Backus is? If I ever could get my hands on him, I'd fucking kill him. I'm a fucking man in every aspect, motherfucking of the fucking game. I gotta refrain myself, because I can't even take it no more.
The 2 officers aren't the interrogators. They're just watching Cliff so he doesn't hurt himself or damage property. The
Oh my
actual
God,
interrogator
he's,
will arrive shortly.
handcuffed to the table.
You know what it is? I love the broad. She took everything from me. My lawyer
The
called me
broad.
today and said I'm going to jail for a violation of not paying child support.
Based on the information of this violation, he was facing somewhere between 3 to 15 days in jail.
Paid his cunt $250 a fucking week. I lost everything. My fucking business, all my vehicles, and my fucking house. I'm whittled
My
up to a
fucking-
$600 apartment while this cunt runs around with my fucking money.
His freelance business had been on the decline for the last 5 years, which is the actual reason for everything he just mentioned.
The Backus brothers rigged his charges, and this is what I heard because I know everybody in the town.
Okay.
The man that built the fucking
Okay.
town hall
He
told
knows
me
everyone.
he was gonna
Mhm.
lose
He
his
gets
gun
around.
fucking,
Okay.
his hunting license, so they didn't give him felonies. You did that shit down in Albany, you still wouldn't be out of jail today. They would have fucked you up. This is the Wild West, man, and I'm a wild motherfucker, ain't I now?
Oh.
In the more common
God.
circumstance, when someone is facing the inevitability of spending the next several decades in prison, the more grandiose elements of their character tend to dissipate. The nature of their
On some
situation
K-Code
rapidly
shit.
sets in the feelings of anguish and despair, leaving not much room for anything else, least of all the more extravagant or perhaps fraudulent aspects to one's character. Cliff is very much an exception. He clings
went
on
into
to a
redneck
particular
mode.
aspect of his personality
Someone said
that
he
we
went
can
into
only
redneck
describe
mode.
as
For real.
Rambo Cliff, the second concept so regurgitated that it literally needs its own notification. The moniker is inspired by a well-known franchise centered around a highly capable special forces operator, and it was chosen to encapsulate Cliff's varied attempts to appear tough and intimidating. This ranges from his deadly
a
skills
wild
at unarmed
motherfucker.
combat to his proficiency with
Do
a
you think wild
firearm
people
and
say that they're
operational
wild?
effectiveness in the mountainous regions of the
that's
United
really
States.
You would have loved to have a motherfucker like me in Iraq, wouldn't you?
Jesus
I'd gut
Christ.
them fucking towel heads.
It's worth
Okay,
noting that Cliff
really?
never served a single day in the military. He also had no training
Ew.
whatsoever in combat sports or
Time
martial
check.
arts, unless
We're
you
good.
count the made-up variation of kung fu he demonstrates throughout this interrogation. And by the end of the night, he'll have acquired approximately 3.5 minutes of experience.
I love this country, and it fucking did me wrong. Fucking wrong! I'm gonna tell you what listening is. Bring the Bacchus in, brothers, and I'll fight them one-on-one with one fucking hand. I'll break both their fucking jaws right off.
I believe it.
Do you
He has
believe me,
two
motherfucker?
I can see your
Bacchus
backpack.
You
and
wanna see?
Rambo.
There it is, white
Oh!
power. That's what I believe in.
And he's racist.
You guys, you
I
deal
mean,
with
you
weapons
couldn't tell
every
when he
day.
said the
I had
T word?
AK-47s, AR-15s at my disposal. I could have made this a war. You want to know what my mindset was? Take her out, spray paint the building, let's play Bacchus, boys, and take them in the mountains. You would have had to drop a fucking platoon in for me. A platoon, brothers.
A mental illness, right?
I kept the war. I came here and did the right thing. I turned myself in. I'll go to prison.
I mean,
Listen,
that's really the
you
only
guys,
saving grace
I
here.
gave my children everything. Victoria fucking Secrets and they're fucking 15. Abercrombie, Nikes, American Eagle.
Okay, well, if they're
What do
15,
you
they don't
fucking
need
think I
Victoria's
don't know the
Secret, if
names?
you know what I
You
mean?
know how fucked up I am right now? Because I love my wife and I love my kids and I did right by that bitch. I met her in a strip club. Next thing I know, this cocksucker, I'm traveling in this unit every day. 2-hour fucking commute and he's fucking my wife. Hell of a choice in men. The fucking scumbags living above an apartment, paying $400 a fucking month to live above a bar room with a fucking beat up pickup truck. I make $100,000 a fucking year. I'm a pro tree climber.
What is a tree climber?
What is a pro tree climber?
What the fuck is that?
A pro tree climber is apparently
Thank
another
you.
word for a tree surgeon.
Coming home, fucking
What is
her
a
in my
tree
bed.
surgeon?
I had $10,000 of brand new furniture. I gave the fucking cunt. What more do you want? How much you want to kick the fucking thing? She butted a cigarette on me every day. It's Christmas, my third Christmas alone, third fucking Thanksgiving. Well, now, motherfucker, it's time to party.
Cliff's future defense will go for a manslaughter charge, relying on the notion that he had a psychotic break, that upon hearing of the arrest warrant, thought he would never see his daughters again because of it, at which moment he lost all control of his own judgment and decision-making, resulting in the terrible actions that followed. But he
that a
just spoke
way,
about
like,
grievances that stem back to over 3 years
Get out
ago.
of certain charges
Hmm.
to say that like you lost control of your psychosis.
Yeah.
That's weird. That doesn't make sense to me.
I think pleading insanity is very, like, common. I don't know how easy it is to prove or
He's
disprove.
giving
Well, I guess,
away
like, the fact that
evidence
it
to suggest
exists,
that the attack was influenced by revenge and retaliation, not just by a singular moment of madness stemming from his undying love as a father.
Listen, you lucky I'm in my right mind because I was going to have a shootout with you. But I did it the right way. I handled it like a man, so thank you.
Thank
Okay?
you.
No, that's right.
Why are you
I'm
thinking
pretty
that?
goddamn good. I could drop a 30-round mag and fucking... I don't even want to tell you the time. I'll pop the other one. I take them together. I know what time it is.
I kept trying to
An
think, like,
unregistered fucking...
I kept trying to think, what does this remind me of so much? And he reminds me of people that shit talk online. Like, they'll be so fine 1 minute, and then they'll be like, I'm such a bad, I'm crazy, and then the next minute they'll be talking about some random other shit. And then they'll be like kind of nice. And then they'll be fucking crazy again.
handgun in an apartment complex. If that dude was here, I'd try to crack him. Right? You know what time it is. And she said he wanted to marry her. Knew her for fucking 6 months. I had 15 years in it.
Actually, though.
2 beautiful children. And here's the kicker with the stripper.
Cliff spends the
With
next
the
4.5
stripper.
minutes explaining his unequivocal superiority to Ted Backus. Once the tirade is over, he finally
That
calms
long?
down.
I was in Hadley, right on the border.
Yep.
And I bought the house in Luzerne. We're remodeling it. The
This is
whole
so
house
great.
lights up.
The designated
so?
criminal investigator will now enter the room to conduct the interrogation.
much.
The timing seems almost perfect, as Cliff appears to be compliant for the first time.
Doug David, sir. Nice to meet you. I'm sorry, I don't know your name.
Amedelino
Burns
3
Clifford
donated
R.
$2.
Nice to meet you,
Can
sir.
the Pokey Peach can come out to play?
You know, you guys, this is... I don't want to be disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. What's on my mind's the Backus brothers and your fucking corrupt charges that were rigged.
The interrogator,
but what
Detective
about
Doug
what you
David,
did?
will come to have a rather complicated relationship with Burns Clifford R. From Doug's perspective, it's Christmas Eve. He doesn't want to be sitting in a police station going back and forth with a psycho murderer. He wants to get in, get the suspect's account of what happened, then get out. But
Yeah.
unfortunately for him, Cliff has other plans for their
House
Christmas
fun.
Eve
People
together.
talk back
He
as
went over and
brothers.
shot my wife's house up at the fucking... That means felonies across the board.
I'm just arriving here, so I'm not quite sure what transpired this evening, and would like to just try to find out a little bit of
What
information.
transpired
Yes,
is
sir.
a man's been pushed to the edge. What fucking place calls you up today on Christmas Eve telling him you're putting a warrant out for his arrest because he didn't pay his child support?
This
That
phone
fat fucking cunt Barb next door in the fucking support collection unit.
If Teddy Backus is the love
God,
rival
Barb
in
like
Cliff's
Barbara?
comic book
She's just
inspired
doing her
perception of
job.
reality, then Barb, from Support Collection, is most definitely the arch nemesis. And also our third topic of discussion that requires its own notification. Barb's occupation is handling child support payments, which includes following up with the debtors when they don't come through.
We're okay.
Cliff genuinely appears to resent this woman on a cellular level. Her name alone will at times bring him to a place where he morphs into some type of primal being, sustained only through its unrelenting quest for murderous revenge against a collections administrator. It's a difficult thing to accurately explain, but you'll be given multiple visual examples later on in this video.
I missed 2 payments.
Okay. And then what happened after that, sir?
I don't know what happened. My lawyer called me up, said there's a warrant out for my arrest.
Okay. And possibly,
He hasn't
again, I'm
referred
just
yet to him
walking
stabbing.
in. What happened this evening, sir?
Like when no.
I lost my life this evening over a fucking stripper and an alcoholic piece of shit. Alright? The gun was unregistered. Every fucking bullet in the
Okay, what I don't understand, he keeps referring to the girl that he's doing all this for or whatever as like a broad, a stripper, like all these kind of objectifying, derogatory terms, and I'm like, but you're the one who's doing so much
I mean,
for her. I
for
don't
someone
fucking
like
get it.
him, I would think the concept of love is pretty confusing in itself, right? Like his emotions of like what he feels as love is very different from what you or I would say, you feel when you love someone.
I
so-
guess he must be so conflicted to be. I don't know.
chamber was a
It's
fucking
yucky,
felony. You read Governor Cuomo's laws?
Amedelino 3 donated $2.
Go fuck yourself.
After
How the fuck do you think I got here?
286
Flu or what?
days,
My car's
I
right out
waited
my fucking
this
parking.
night.
Are you
Keep
fucking
up the
stupid?
amazing
Cliff
stream,
is clearly
Pokey
aware
Peach.
that giving away
I
crime
can't wait
scene
for more
information can
things
be
to come.
detrimental for his defense, something he probably learned from the show Criminal Minds, which he'll later state is the only thing he's able to watch on TV.
And Backus brothers? I would've
Watches
loved to ran
Criminal
into them.
Minds
She
once,
must
thinks
have
he
had
can
a
get away with
fucking
murder.
heart on. She fucking on Christmas Eve. Can't leave me the fuck
What's
alone. Admit it. What are the charges when you take an unregistered fucking handgun in an apartment complex and dislodge it? Look, you can't even. I'll wipe that smirk off your fucking face, motherfucker. You ever laugh at me again? No, you're smiling like you think it's funny.
I don't, sir.
You just smiled.
After you drove up here, sir?
Perfect fucking timing.
Wait, I'm so curious though as to what he's.
Me too. Oh my god, let's mute and listen. This one, and then this one.
Okay. I see.
The N-word, very bad. Hard R, very, very bad, very rude. Unkind, unwell mentally.
Fuck yourself. What do you think, I can't kick you upside the head with my fucking boot right now? I'll make you wear this size 8, motherfucker.
The interrogator
wearing a
sits
size
through
8
110
boot.
seconds
Small
of Cliff's
feet.
commentary, which is mostly a summary.
I was just gonna ask, is that like small feet for a dude?
I mean, I wouldn't say like
Super
that small.
It's
but
just funny though that he's like, I'm gonna kick you upside the head, make you wear this 5.5 foot shoe or something, you know?
Yeah, it's small. It's pretty small. Like I wear 10 and a half.
Your feet don't look. Oh, compared to mine.
Yeah.
No, even. Oh my God, his feet must be my size.
Yeah.
What?
I would say so. Yeah.
I'm like 6.5.
For women's?
Mhm.
Wait, shouldn't it be smaller than in men's?
That's what I thought. I don't know.
I don't know.
I wear 12s. I'm gonna make you wear these size 8 shoes.
Summary of how Cliff would comfortably beat him in a fistfight. The lecture eventually reverts back to the topic of child support, and the interrogator will now attempt to establish a connection by finding common ground in the subject.
She's putting a warrant out on Christmas Eve for missing 2 payments.
Well, if it's any consolation.
Question. Is it her that puts out a warrant when her child support isn't paid, or is that something that like the police does or the government does?
Wait, is Barb his wife or whatever?
No, I think Barb is the lady who just does like,
Manages the child
Yeah,
support, right?
yes,
So then
yes.
she put out. She's the one that notified for the warrant, right?
So yeah, the state does. I
Yeah.
feel like that sounds like just
State issues a warrant, and then the
like
police.
procedural. Why are you so mad?
To you, sir, I've paid child support for years.
Barb's, where
250 a
you
week
at?
though? That's $1,000 a month. That's like you
That-
make 90,000 a year.
That's more than
That's
I
more
make.
than you make.
It's more.
Wait.
That's
wait, wait.
1,000 a month. That's like you make 90.
Amidelino3 donated $2.
Are there
Sorry to
90
bother
months
you.
in a year?
I'm just
I need
happy
to-
to
I need to
donate
get
this
all
to
my
you
brain
after
power together for this one.
286 days. I
There's
can't wait for more
January,
Poppy
February,
P.
March,
Poppy amazing as
April, May.
always. We'll
That
meet
1,000 a
again, Poppy
month
P.
at the rate of 12 months a year will give you.
Mm.
More
How's
than I
that?
make. Well, actually, you're right. It's more than I make too. But it's
Exactly. Barb. She fucking started a war, this fucking cunt. I missed 2 child fucking support payments. The fucking cunt. I bet you she wasn't even working today.
I can tell you, I've been through some difficult times myself. All right, and that just I know it's not an easy thing to deal with, especially around the holidays.
I lost everything, and I'm hurt.
What do you mean? you
No
lost
offense,
everything?
but they didn't
The woman's
ask.
taking everything. I can't even live anymore. I'm done. I
No offense
lost
to him.
every fucking thing in my
Huh?
life I worked for.
No
Don't
offense
you
to him.
fucking
Yeah.
get it? And when a man loses his little
In
baby
case-
girl, that he fucking
In
goes
case
and
he's
pays every
offended, you know.
fucking thing for that.
And here we get our first glimpse of what appears to be genuine sorrow. It partially consists of the
next one,
thought of his
16.
daughters, but for the
You have to
most
skip,
part
like, 10
revolves around
seconds.
financial woes and general self-pity.
I went to court, I spent all my money, I hired the biggest lawyer going, and I got fucked, I don't get it.
We're breaking
She made
down.
a
Do you think he's
mockery of me,
crying?
man.
Is she crying?
She knew the guy 6 months, he beat the fuck out of him, shot the house up. What kind of a fucking woman can have a man like that in her life?
What kind of a fucking man reacts the way that you did about something like that, though?
Taken from me, what the fuck do you want from me?
I mean, I
I worked
agree.
too hard for my shit.
His mind is like
Today
very
was it, it was the
unstable.
breaking point. They can have it all, you motherfuckers, take it all. Take my dump truck, I work my fucking life off for it, my chipper, my business, take my car, my fucking $30,000
I'm sorry,
motorcycle,
but when I
I
hear
work
dump
for,
truck, I
take
think
it
of a
all,
big ol' ass.
motherfuckers, I don't care no more, just put me in a
He worked
fucking
hard for
jail
that
cell.
ass.
All his
At
life.
the house tonight when you get
I don't know,
Take it, though.
you ask me again, I'm
What
gonna
is
fucking
it
rip
now?
your fucking,
Who was at the house tonight when you get
I don't know, you,
Oh, it's because they keep asking him
you ask me
something.
again, I'm gonna
He
fucking
wants
rip
to
your
avoid
fucking head
like,
off.
that specific.
Did you do this to
event.
Teddy
Yeah.
Bacchus? I'm gonna tell you right now, if he was at my house, I would've cut his fucking head off.
And you think they're... But do
All
they
right.
say that to the cops that are gonna,
Cliff
like,
primarily
prosecute
sits
you
in
or jail?
silence for 90 seconds, only interjecting at random moments to further express his hatred for the Bacchus brothers and Barb. The interrogator once more attempts to establish a connection.
I used to get these, they mail me these things.
Listen, I got everything, the coupons, all of it.
Yeah.
But you know my Irish pride?
His Irish pride was the reason he didn't make use of his child support coupons, and also the reason he doesn't accept welfare.
I don't go to welfare. I'm the
Oh no, I was just looking at the captions. They're so bad. Do you want to listen?
Yeah, I want to listen.
Okay. Don't show the chat. Shh. Don't worry, we're not listening. Ew, he just says it again. Disgusting shit.
And I I haven't worked in 3 weeks. You see the calluses just coming off my fucking
I thought he
hand?
was
You're a
gonna say something
hardworking man.
else.
That's what I am, and I had a fucking stripper take everything, and a guy fucking who was an alcoholic too. They're both alcoholics. That's my fucking pride right there. Irish, brother. Ireland. I fucked up tonight. I ruined my whole fucking life over a fucking stripper.
Sounds like
Who
from
lives
Boston.
above a fucking barroom at 400 a week and
Fuck.
drives a beat-up truck? Well, it was it today. I lost everything, didn't I, buddy? 100,000 in business equipment, 30-some thousand dollars.
You're going to jail. Why are you worried about 100K in business
I'm a
equipment?
bum. What do I sell, crack or something?
Look like a hardworking man.
That's right, that's what I am. I got fucked by the system. You know the deal? You gotta fuck some of your Irish once in a while, because the white man's a minority now in this world. How old are you?
53.
50 fucking 3. You look pretty good for your age. But why are your eyes all bagged up? Having a couple shots tonight yourself?
No.
I'd be a fucking maze.
Cliff insults the investigator's appearance some more before crying about his finances again.
I haven't eaten in 2 fucking days. I put my last 20 in my tank.
If it's any consolation, I can tell you I've been through child support and been through the whole thing. So, and it's not easy. It's not easy not seeing your kids on holidays or seeing them at all. I know the system sometimes doesn't sound like it's fair. It doesn't seem
The
like
lady
it's fair.
fucked me over there. Her name's Barb from the Warren fucking County fucking support collection unit over there.
GGPC,
What happened up there?
I don't know what the fuck happened. I blacked the fuck out.
Huh?
The
Do you know what you got there, or who was there when you got there?
she's dead.
I couldn't tell you
Poor
nothing.
thing.
When you got
Go
up
fix
there,
it, go fix it.
you want some shit, you can just set it on the table, please.
These are my business cards.
Just
You asked me another question about when I got there.
And he said white people are the
Yeah.
minority
All
nowadays.
right? Don't ask me again.
The investigator takes that as the cue to
Heck.
end the interrogation, so he starts trying to collect Cliff's basic
Yes, Barbs,
information
we
for
better
his
step
intake
on these
process.
racist
Cliff,
snakes.
however, isn't done. He's got a lot more emotional baggage left on board, and feels like right about now is a convenient time to offload the entire cargo. So every time he provides a
It's a
piece of
therapy
basic
session.
information, he follows up with an average of 4.5 minutes of
Sounds
incessant
about
rambling.
white.
remember your history.
I don't even fucking remember. I got a post office box at the post office. You guys don't understand. I couldn't live my fucking life every day. The fucking cunt was.
Cliff degrades his wife for 43 seconds, clarifies his superiority to Ted Backus for just over a minute, then further declares his unyielding hatred for Barb. He now asks the police officer to loosen his handcuffs.
Can you loosen it?
I just realized
Uh-huh.
he's Hassan level stun locked on Barb and Bacchus. That's crazy. Wait, I don't think you know what that means, do you? Kind of?
I get it from the context. I'm understanding it.
Okay, nice.
Okay.
Proud of you.
This up, my whole hand's cut up, you guys. Just a tiny little, one little click. I ain't going nowhere, I ain't done it. I go to Colin, I'm done, you guys. You think I would've came here? I could've went in the fucking mountains. I fucking lost it. I don't even know how the fuck I got up here. I ain't got no gas in my fucking car. I'm down to no money. I got no fucking food. I don't know what you want me to do, and I got a lady violate me on fucking Christmas Eve. What's wrong with that? Anybody's gonna ask me some fucking questions, motherfucker? You punk ass motherfucker?
Okay, but how
I
do
got
you
you a
flex
fucking break
making
tonight,
100K
motherfucker. We
a
appreciate
year,
it,
but then
alright?
you're
Do
like,
you
I
fucking
was late on my
appreciate you think you're gonna run me
$250 child
down,
support payment.
motherfucker? You would have to drop a platoon in for me.
We covered that, man, and we talked earlier about that, and we said thank you. You did the right thing.
Fuck you. When an illegal handgun goes in an apartment complex and discharged, it's felonies. I'll twist you like a fucking pretzel, both of you, if I had these cuffs on. I am a marshal. I'll put my fucking boot right up to your fucking side of your fucking head.
Size 8 boot?
Come on.
Kill me! Put a bullet in me right now. Put a fucking bullet in me. Blow my fucking head off right now. Take the knife out and put one in me. Just fucking end it.
Chill.
I should have pretended I had a gun up there. I thought about it all the way. I don't want to live no more. The money, 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 money, money. It's all fucking money, ain't it, you motherfuckers? You got your plus job. You don't know what the fucking recession is. You ever felt the pinch of the economy? You ever got a stop paycheck, motherfucker?
$100K a year. What?
You never felt it. You never knocked out a check. You never knocked out a fucking check, both of you. I did everything white picket fucking fence, and I got it shoved up my ass because I went to a strip club and married a stripper. Say that on your thing. She's a fucking stripper and a devil that plays men. Look at Bacchus knew her 6 months and shot the fucking house up in New York.
Is there another TOS? Shawty, what you think? Sing it.
Huh?
Oh no, I think we're okay.
Yeah, I think we're okay, right? There's only 2. I mean, there's a lot of swearing, that's for sure.
Fucking
Shawty,
telling
what you
me?
think about
I want my fucking lawyer. Do you understand? Do I have to tell you in English?
Oh,
Get
yeah,
me a
true,
fucking
wrong
lawyer.
side.
I
But,
don't
like,
care
kinda
who the
similar?
fuck you get. I'm not answering none of your fucking questions. I'm done. And I'm not signing none. You
Swear
understand
count
me,
infinite.
motherfucker?
Who's your lawyer? Who you want?
Paul Dwyer.
Who?
That's your attorney. That's who you
I thought
want.
I said bald.
No, I really
Like
don't want
first
him
name
because
Bald.
I can't even fucking stand him.
Cliff continues to ramble about everything he hates for almost 4 minutes, ignoring any questions about his basic info. The detective and police officer eventually start talking amongst themselves, and literally walk out of the room as Cliff is mid-sentence.
But they could take $250 a week out of your pocket. You can't be insane to make them fucking deals. I'm gonna throw up. I'm not feeling good, you guys.
Actually.
You need a glass of water or something, Cliff? Or?
I haven't eaten in 2 fucking days. I'm self-employed. I will never ask anybody. I got Irish pride. I will die in my apartment,
I'm
man.
asking you. You want me to get you a glass of water? Does that help you?
He's
Good.
such a pick-me.
She's a
Even I'm
stripper.
going to jail.
Don't you get it? I made the worst decision. I go from living in a fucking $250,000 house to a $600 crack apartment in fucking Schenectady.
What's this?
That dude went there to kill her that night
Schenectady?
with the gun.
Damn.
What
Maybe
man
it's
brings a
on.
loaded handgun to a fucking house? He went to kill her. What the fuck are we waiting for? Will you bring me to the fucking lockup and put me in my jail cell so I can go to fucking sleep, do something? I fucked up, man. I wish I did my military career and fucking got out and become a cop. I want the full 1,000, not the fucking 200 to risk my life and take a tree down over somebody's house, tie the fucking knot, cut them branches, grab power line. Fuck that, I'm done with it. It's like it's all I can think about. It's all that's on my fucking mind is this stupid bitch. This bitch. It's every fucking day. They do
So I
nothing.
feel like
Nothing.
everybody should have a chance at therapy.
Nothing. Well, fuck her. It's done now, ain't it,
Triple
motherfucker?
stun lock.
He's like
Permanently.
that
Give
guy
me the
that
package,
like
bro. Bring
doesn't
him in
have the street
one-on-one. Just
cred
fucking
and wants it.
strip me down. I'll fuck.
You know what I mean?
But also kind of a pick-me girl.
Yeah.
I got Irish pride.
Like he talks as if he has a street cred, but he doesn't have it, so he's trying to make it for himself by
No, but he'll kick
Going to
you with
prison
his
and stuff.
size 8 boot.
Fight him naked. Bring both them coward motherfuckers in. I guarantee on my life I fuck their faces up. You got 10 grand, everything's
Is he
under the
talking
rug.
anymore?
When you're a hard-working slob and you're
think
white,
so.
they gotta have at least 1 or 2 white guys that they fuck over to make it look like it's a fair court. Because I know I live like an outlaw. I'm a fucking
literally
Hell's Angel. I
killed
rode cross
someone.
country to Hell's Angels. You wanna know? We're bad motherfuckers.
Nobody asked.
That fucking cunt over there to put a warrant out on fucking Christmas Eve and call my lawyer, she's out of her fucking mind.
She's just doing her
Christmas
job.
Eve tonight, where you going? You going home to your kids, aren't you? I ain't going home to fucking shit. I
But
lost
you
everything.
killed
What's the
someone.
fucking difference if I sit in a one-room
Oh yeah,
apartment
actually,
with no
it's starting
food?
to really tell me how he's like, I lost everything. You,
Or
He
you
did
got
it. He
you did it to
lost
yourself.
Yeah, he lost it on himself.
Yep. As if it happened to him.
I was gonna sell everything, buy an
Victim
on-off-road dirt bike, and go right up into the fucking bear slides and go about 50 miles into the Adirondack Mountains and build my cabin and my
Way too much
shelter,
detail.
and bring 2 weapons, a 30-30 and a bow and arrow. I'd survive like that for the rest of my life. Done. Never come out again, never pay child support. Maybe in 5 or 10 years I would have come out with a beer just to see how the kids were doing. I don't even know what to do anymore. Honest to fucking God, I just don't even know what to do. I don't want to live. I thought about blowing my own fucking head off.
That he wants to like paint himself in.
There ain't nothing like getting up at fucking 5 in the morning and seeing the sun come off the top of
it's
the
sad 'cause
mountains
that's
and you're in
probably
a
how he
brook
actually views
stream
himself.
fucking hunting for
But
brook
it's
trout.
so
Go back
disillusioned.
to the campsite at 10 in the morning, trouting eggs right over the fucking thing. That's a white man. That's Irish, brother. You know the Irish? Christmas Eve, and they're calling my lawyer for 2 payments, telling him there's a warrant going out for his arrest. Where does he live? I got a fucking apartment in the post office box because I don't want people bothering me anymore. There's a jakey bum downstairs for me. You want to live? I have such a fucking kind heart. The cocksucker ain't got none. He gets a check every month, but he's barely living. I bring him up my apartment. I give this guy my food before I eat.
That's on you, man.
I'm a nice guy. And I'm Irish.
You guys never felt the recession.
Everyone felt the recession.
The only fucking show I can relate with on TV now is Criminal Minds. I watch it 10 times a fucking day.
Cliff explains the plot device of Criminal Minds
has a
and how he knows
TV
everything about the legal system
with
because of it. The
cable?
investigator once again just gets up and walks out as Cliff is
Bruh.
mid-ramble.
How I know everything
And he
about
doesn't
it, but I can't
eat?
win it
Now
with
you're
people. I
on
can't
Criminal
win with
Minds
nothing.
facts.
I got my dick dragged in the dirt. Did he call my lawyer up?
I thought you said you didn't want him.
Cliff?
You know what, to tell you the truth? Why do I even need to call him? It ain't like I'm going, is there nothing he can do for me? I throw up. This fucking cunt. From the support collection unit. Call my lawyer on Christmas Eve. I didn't even know they were working.
Just do it
And then
somewhere
she
that I
comes in
can
tonight,
contain
another
and
fucking
stuff.
holiday to fuck me in the ass. That fucking no good fucking cunt. You tell her, if I ever knew her fucking face, I would have tore her fucking heart out. The
She's
fucking
just doing
cunt.
her job.
Motherfucking cunt.
Clifford.
I'm
Patricia's
becoming a
dead.
Barb stan.
What?
She's dead.
Because he's being so mean to her. You know?
God, why did you fucking do this to me?
Oh yes, God did this to him. For sure. Right.
Dude,
Yes, sir.
Never mind.
What?
pop me. Gun to my head, shoot me, please.
No. We already talked about that, Cliff. Not what we do, bud. Chill for a minute, bud.
I can't fucking chill out. That fucking cunt over in fucking Warren County, fuck her. If I could take these things and change, I'd kill her. And her whole fucking family, the motherfucking cunt. Money. Fucking never bother anybody. Sit in my apartment all fucking day long. Can't even watch fucking TV. Can't have a conversation with nobody. Haven't eaten in 2 fucking days. I mean, what the fuck? I'm fucking
Maybe it's 'cause
starving.
you're watching too much
Fucking
Criminal
Christmas
Minds.
Eve, being told I got a warrant out for my arrest. Warren County Sheriff. So here I am. I deliver myself. I lost everything. My business, I didn't even know how to cope in society, and I'm going out of my fucking house. I don't even know what to fucking do. What do you want me to fucking do? You took every fucking thing from me. Every fucking thing. Where's the Backus brothers? Can you point me in their fucking direction? My whole house gets shot the fuck up with gunshot. Unregistered fucking handgun. Every bullet in the fucking
So this guy's been
chamber.
talking
You know
for
what that
3
was?
hours.
7 years. You ever read Guam,
It probably feels
Cuomo's
like
gun
30
laws?
minutes to him.
Everybody destroyed my life. Money. You want my fucking money? Here, you want my money, asshole?
Facts, though.
He's really good at talking about his
I know you don't, because you never felt the recession, you cocksucker. You get your check every fucking week.
Yeah.
Your kids mean anything to
These
you?
words are very good.
Me too, every fucking thing. You just answered your own question. Every fucking thing. I pay $250 a week in fucking child support. I was one of them
I don't
fucking
think it's
statistic
that
Irish
much
guys
for
that
him
have to
if
fuck
he's making
one.
100K a year.
Right?
So they fuck me in the
I
ass.
think you could do with
You
that.
could be the best guy in the
It's
world
like
to pick a
10% of
fucking
your
pussy up
income.
Yeah, maybe
anywhere.
just like go to the
Fucked up
strip
and
club
married a
less.
fucking full-blown alcoholic and a stripper. 250 a fucking week. She's living like a fucking king. I can't even fucking live. Fucking guy can go into your fucking kid's house and shoot it up and walk away with misdemeanors.
Ultimately,
Yeah, this-
the wife was in a way worse situation than him.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know why he's
Those
acting
the
the fuck
cop
up.
tells me to keep fucking paying. And I'm taking your house and taking every fucking thing you own. I work for my motorcycle. She tells me she's fucking owns half of it.
That's how marriage works.
Never paid
to
a
be
fucking
honest.
dime for it. What did she put the spikes on and go up the fucking trees? That fucking
My
cunt
lord.
at the support collection unit. She's the one who did it all. That dirty fucking cunt. If I could ever
He's
get her on
talking
my
some
hands,
shit.
I'd cut her to fuck up her fucking.
Okay, but then do you
What
think
she
like,
fucking wants right now.
clearly
I
he
can't
has
even get
mental
over it.
health issues?
How can women be so rotten
But
and fucking
What?
ruthless? You married, bro?
You married, bro.
but
Yes,
then
I'm talking to.
what's gonna happen to
How's
him?
it going?
Aren't there facilities?
I'm glad to hear that.
Oh, I guess so.
The
Yeah.
incarceration of individuals like this.
True.
Yeah.
I was set
I
up.
just don't
set
know
up.
like what the leniency
There's not a
is
fucking
in
thing I
terms
can
of
do
his
with-
sentence
do it,
because of his
you know?
mental instability.
I just
Maybe it
don't even
depends on
know
the
what to
progress
fucking
he
say.
makes.
What am I supposed to keep paying and watch her build my fucking dream with another man? Fuck all that. I can't run from my fucking problems, man. I face them head on.
That's not how you face your problems.
That's why I know I'm the
brother.
man.
That's
Cliff
why
was
I know
transferred to
I'm
the Warren
man.
County Jail soon after this
Yucky.
moment. He spent 9 months hatching up a defense, and his initial plan, as we know, was to go for a manslaughter charge by claiming profound loss of self-control. He even claimed the knife used to kill Patricia was taken from her own kitchen during some type of struggle. The state then provided witness testimony that
17-inch
showed he
blade,
arrived at the house in full camouflage, brandishing a large weapon. They also played the segments from his interrogation, displaying his well-established hatred for the victim, along with the moment he vowed to escape from prison for the sole purpose of cutting up Barb into little pieces. He pleaded guilty to murder soon after. On September 5th, 2014, Clifford Burns was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of
God.
parole after 23 years. He is currently housed at the Maximum Security Penitentiary in Clinton, New York.
Wow.
When they put the court order on me, they said all my guns had to go. I got rid of every fucking one of them. Alright? Motherfucker, you'll never find them.
Wow.
My favorite's the AK fucking 47 with a 30-round mag. 2 of them taped together. I carry 10 of them.
So he's
I
a
used to go on the
vandal, man.
mountain all fucking day just popping my rounds. In full fucking camo.
That's
You're hard, showing off.
Vandal game.
Actually, me though. That was yucky.
Yo.
That
was
was
invited to give you-
yucky.
Wow.
That was yucky.
Yeah.
Thoughts, questions, concerns?
I don't know how much sympathy you're supposed to have for someone like this because of obviously a lot of the unfortunate events that led up to his like breakdown mentally. But obviously like his actions are so intense and gruesome and like unforgivable. So it's a very, you know,
Sad situation.
yeah.
It's difficult to watch. But it also makes me feel kind of like a naive baby. I don't even like hearing someone say, you know, the CS word.
Oh yeah.
And just hearing him go back and forth about the same 2-3 things. Sad. Anyways,